You sing something.
I don't sing things.
You
okay?
made fun of my beatboxing being too similar.
It was great beatboxing. You just only have one beat, okay?
It's true.
There's no music going on. I'm not thinking about another.
You are the music. All right, fuck it. Welcome to the show. This is the Seattle Smoke Show for what is this? May 18th?
May 18th.
Yeah, May 18th. My daughter's birthday.
Middle of May. I didn't know you had
my
a daughter.
son-in-law's birthday also.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How many kids do you have? You country fuck.
2. 2.
God, sorry, Rick. Rick's getting all technical on me.
Yeah, he just doesn't
2
even
that I know of so
all.
far.
Anyway.
Wait, 2 what?
2 that I know of so far.
All right. Do any of them have kids yet? Are you a grandpappy?
Yes. As a matter of fact, one of them has kids.
Shit, you look like a grandfather.
You smell like a grandfather.
Nice.
65-year-old man over
You
here.
mean like money?
Oh, no, you smell like a 10-year-old Corvette that has been shit in at least.
It's still a Corvette, okay? Fuck you mean.
Homeless people have lived in it, though. You don't want that Corvette. That Corvette dropped in value.
Don't disrespect the homeless, okay?
They took a shit in it, bro.
They're people too.
We just talked about this.
They are people too. Okay?
They can be people. They just should not shit in Corvettes.
Okay, the first thing we are going to smoke today is a diamond tip. Pure flower, pure flavor.
Stepped it up for you, James.
Did you? Well, I don't know what diamond tip means.
High quality flour loaded with award-winning solvent-free hash rosin. This particular one is from a greener today, where a very knowledgeable but young bud tender gave us great advice. We're about to find out if it's accurate or not. The strain is Grateful Breath crossed with White Tahoe cookies.
You're just saying things right now.
I don't know much about Grateful Breath, but White Tahoe cookies is a super smooth strain. The best thing about that strain is that there's usually just no coffee.
I like
really
that.
smooth and like a mild indica hybrid. But
Mild
this should
indica
be much better than mild because of its
Definitely.
$15 price tag.
Shout out to the beer I'm endorsing. Endorsing? Endosing.
Endorsing.
Endosing.
You're doing both.
Yeah, I am dosing up on the beers right now. Kona Brewing.
I actually like it better that way.
Yeah? Kona Brewing. The Kona Longboard. For all of you craft beer nerds.
I have
And
heard of that.
all you fucking hipsters. Yeah, you've heard of it because I bring Konas over all the time. You want to try it?
So it's light
I'm not
beer.
liking it, am I?
I don't care what you like. Just drink it.
Hey, he's in his summer ale kick.
That's
right
true. I'm in summer ales, and that's definitely a summer ale right there.
That's good.
Thank you.
That's good.
Now. Wow,
I tried.
shocker.
Is that what you brought for me?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Do you want that one or do you want a full one, bud?
I'll take a full
He
one.
was ready to keep it.
Whichever. Whatever. It's good. I'll take it.
Wow, shock.
All right.
Budweiser.
God, fucking white people. You give them an inch, they take a mile.
You know, that's what I'm saying. Fucking white people.
I know.
Oh, God. Where would it be
We
without
need
you
Chris
guys?
Farley to stand up, kill Whitey right now.
R.I.P.
We do. R.I.P.
This is really nice. It's really smooth.
It is. For all the concentrate in it, it is really smooth.
The crutch is really small, though. So just trying to make sure you hold it up a little high.
I don't know what that means, right?
Really? You don't know what a crutch is?
I know what a crutch is. I don't know what the words you said mean. Doesn't matter. All right?
It doesn't.
Some people say marijuana is a crutch.
Good point.
Yeah, I mean, crutches help people walk. So yeah, that's probably a good thing.
All right. I use marijuana as a crutch to keep me from jumping off the fucking roof every day. So.
Right? Where I work, where I work as a bud tender, in February, everybody was like, we're going to take tolerance break. We're going to take the whole month off. It's the shortest month of the year. That should be the easiest one. And they're like, are you going to do that with us? And I was like, no.
Fuck
I
no.
would fucking murder somebody. I'm not going to take a month off smoking weed. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, no, it's not that you could do. No, I do not intend to do that. That is for the dark ages when you lived in the Ozark Hills of Arkansas and you couldn't find weed for a month.
Yeah, literally.
That's why you take a tolerance break.
Right? They just call it a tolerance break because they can't find any weed.
Right.
Oh,
But-
God.
No, not since I've actually had the money and ability to find myself weed on a regular basis. I don't go a month without smoking weed.
Right.
I don't go a day without smoking weed. I haven't for many years now.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I haven't smoked resin since weed was legalized.
Dude, it's been a long time since I smoked resin.
Yeah.
I remember used to
Resin?
smoking resin all the time when you were broke.
Yeah,
Back in
like
the
scrape
very
the piece out or whatever.
I always hated that.
Get some resin hits in. That's a dirty high. That's a
It is a really
That's a
dirty
poor
high.
man's high right there.
Yeah.
We did. Sean scraped a whole bunch of his pieces and gave me. He broke one and then scraped a whole bunch of his and gave me a big chunk of glass that had a pile of resin on it.
Nice.
And I put it with bowls and smoked it when I didn't have weed for a long time. It lasted for friggin' ever. Made a couple of my pipes just nasty. I couldn't use them afterwards.
Smoking Make and Make. I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, man.
Most people don't know what that is.
No,
I don't. You want to explain what that is?
Okay, so Make It Make is when you empty out a bowl that's not finished. We also include roaches in this, but when you empty out a bowl that's not finished into an ashtray, after you're completely out of weed, you go back and you sift through your ashtray and take the solid chunks, the ones that still have a little bit of green to them, and you mash that together into this half-burnt salad bowl that you smoke because you don't have any weed. And we call it Make It Make because my wonderful wife came up with the idea of doing that because we were out of weed and I was being whiny and trying to get her to find some way to get us stoned. And she's like, there's nothing in this bowl. I don't have any weed. And I was like, make it make. And was shaking the bowl at her. And she's like, you know what? Just a minute. And then found a couple of bowls that we had turned out that were green on the bottom.
Creative.
Put them together and got us stoned.
Because stoners are innovators.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Dude.
Ever since the first crushed up can or hole in an apple.
Oh, yeah. For sure. Stoners are innovators.
Yeah. So fuck you to whoever says stoners are lazy.
Serious.
Tell that to Michael Phelps.
We made an auto hitter out of a vacuum blower that was made to blow up pool toys and
I've seen
air mattresses that plugged into the cigarette lighter in a car. Well, we took duct tape and a section of water hose because we're from fucking Arkansas.
I was going to say water
and
hose.
Connected that to an acrylic bong and in the bong as the bowl stem. And would just turn it on and put a big old fat bowl in there and roast that bowl, and it would smoke all at once like an eighth of weed, just straight through it. And we would sit in the Jeep and turn on the little vacuum and just pile weed in there and pass the exhaust end, which we hooked up to like a 6-foot hookah hose, and we would pass that around the Jeep until it was ridiculously clouded. Someone would have to get it.
All right, Rick, you got a topic?
Yeah, I do. I gotta tell you guys about this.
Your topic is shit. Anything else?
Already shit. That's how I feel, too. Oh, my name's Rick. I don't know how to put my phone on silent.
It isn't silent. My Apple Watch isn't on silent.
How's your watch ring?
Yeah.
So you're twice as a douchebag as I thought you were?
Agreed.
Okay.
It's fine. I'm gonna edit that up. Dude.
Your pretentious snobbery is not recognized.
Right?
Dude. So? Yesterday. You guys know I go to the zoo all the time. I have a membership to go to Woodland Park Zoo in Seattle. And,
fucking with animals and
so we're taking my kid.
Except for the reptile cage. They banned you from there.
Well.
Because of that incident?
Yeah, that was that one time.
I wouldn't really.
It was a long time ago. It's not a big deal. So, basically, we decided to go to the zoo. So I take my 2-year-old, and I go, what animal do you want to see? And she goes, I want to see the bear all morning
nice.
long. I want to see the bear. Okay, yeah, we'll go see the bear. No big deal. Fine. I got zero expectations. I'm really just trying to kill a couple hours, let her run around. Perfect. No big deal. And so we go immediately to the bear. trying to wrangle her, get her all going. Finally get to the bear exhibit. And we see there's an upper part and a lower part. We're at the upper part, and they're both the grizzly bears right there.
Did you dangle her over the rail?
Bang. Well, I lifted her up. It was pretty close to the edge.
Is this going to turn into a Harambe story?
It might.
Nice.
It might a little bit.
R.I.P. Harambe.
So we're looking at it. She wants to get down and go. And so we're like, all right, well, let's go down below. And so we go down below. And basically, down below at the bear exhibit, there is water. There's a bunch of salmon in there. She thinks it's fun to play. I was like,
nice.
This is dumb. We should probably go pretty soon. But it was just having fun. And over in the corner, looking at there, you can kind of see the bears from where we're at, but there's a bunch of salmon because that's where the food is.
Double exhibit.
And over at the corner, I see this 10, 11-year-old kid, and he's like, "Oh, wouldn't it be funny if the bear came down here and came right up to the glass, right up to where we were?" And Mom was like, "There's no way, that's not going to happen." And I was like, "That's fucking 100% what's going to happen." So I literally pulled out my phone, and the bear started walking down.
Nice.
To
Savage bear.
to where my kid was at,
Because they just
right
want to
next
eat your
to the
kids.
thing.
You think it's friendly? They just want to eat your kids.
Literally walks up to her, puts his paw up against the exhibit,
He's probably
is
trained.
looking directly
God.
at her,
He's actually asking for help.
and while she's doing that, she's slowly backing up. I mean, she stays there the whole entire time.
It's nice.
But the bear literally came up right
And then you have
next
to
to
post
the
this footage.
exhibit, right where she was.
Shout out to our
It
Instagram,
almost at her.
SEA Smoke Show.
And I was like, 100%, that is, this little kid, this little kid is 100%, I don't know why, but as soon as he said that, I was like, yep, that's exactly what's going to fucking happen in just a minute.
So what
I was
you're
like,
saying is,
I was
this
like,
kid
you
is
know,
a prodigy.
dude, I'm saying,
This kid
I
is
was
a
like, you know, I'm
fucking
going to hedge my
prophet.
bets. What's the worst that could happen?
Your
We're
kid,
sitting
your kid
around.
is a Disney princess.
Nice.
Dude,
I think
it
that's
was
the rules.
crazy. So he just came out of nowhere.
It
Just
walked
boom,
up
walked in there, and
in water
then
that
directly
was
looked at her.
6 foot deep.
Oh,
And
easily.
it was about 7.5 feet tall standing,
Yeah,
and
100%.
walked across a 20-foot expanse of this water to walk up and give her a high five at the glass.
Yeah.
Nice.
And that's the only animal she wanted to see the whole entire time.
She already knew.
She knew.
That's it.
She
It
knew
was
that
speaking
the
to
bear
her.
wanted
Yeah.
a high five for sure.
It's fucking incredible.
She's a ward.
Oh, I was gonna say female brand.
Less hairy.
But it is really interesting because you go to the zoo, and it's like that weird thing because you're like, some of these animals I know for a fact should not be in the zoo. Like the Woodland Park
What does
Zoo
that mean?
used to have.
You don't.
For example,
What do they used to have, Rick?
they used to have elephants.
I'm getting ready for some animal discrimination
No,
right
no,
now.
well, they used to have elephants, and a couple of them got older, and they ended up dying, so they only had one elephant left.
Did it die
And
like
so
while the-
the Oklahoma Zoo decided they would trade animals because they have a pretty big
Oh, shit.
elephant exhibit.
they're playing cards?
Serious. So they go, all right, we're basically going to trade you this elephant for a couple of tigers.
Just one?
And so they build this
That's not a
tiger
good deal.
exhibit. Dude, it's actually a good
One
deal.
elephant for a couple tigers?
Yeah, for a
That's
couple
too
tigers.
much.
No,
I value my tigers too high, okay? Unless I have like 20 tigers, I value my tigers too high.
Maybe. But so they do all this thing to make a brand new exhibit for the tigers and to get them all in there. And I've seen the tigers twice. Once because they use scent to get it out, but it always is just pacing in the back. There's like these 25 feet.
yeah.
It's in the corner.
Oh, it
just
wants to
paces
eat people.
back and forth,
That's an
Back and
anxiety
forth.
tiger. Yeah.
back and forth. They say, "Oh no, that's perfectly normal. That's what happens when animals get shifted sometimes, you know." But he's literally. I've
He's
gone there
fucking
2
freaking
years.
out.
I mean, consistent 20, 25 times a year. That lion is constantly pacing, or it's not in. They just don't exhibit it.
That's fucking weird.
All the time this happens. Now, I don't necessarily have a problem, penguin, okay? I mean, maybe it's probably
You
not
saying
as,
they have
as
less
big of a
feelings
deal.
than a lion?
I would think so.
That's terrible.
I know.
Terrible,
You
Rick.
should never say that.
But,
Penguins are.
well, okay, but
How
I
do
mean,
you-
I understand.
how do you
No, I mean, I understand. I get
quantify
it. I totally
pain?
I don't know how to quantify it. But
Does
it's...
one have an intelligence of 1 and one has an intelligence of 2? Is this like a D&D thing?
Nice.
No, but I mean, we could agree that bugs... You know what I mean?
Bugs. The difference in
Hive mind.
bugs and higher creatures is not the same as the difference between penguins and tigers.
I disagree altogether. I think bugs might have more intelligence because they have a hive mind. So they are willing to sacrifice themselves at all times for the greater cause.
Maybe.
That doesn't make them more.
It's not...
That
That's
makes them more dedicated.
That's really another point I was
It's
trying
true.
to say. It was more.
Loyalty
There's
is
some
not-
of these
They are, but they're older
animals.
than we are.
There's some of these animals that you see that you're like,
Right?
I just don't know.
Loyalty
Like-
is not necessarily the heralding trademark. Of
I think so. Over time,
intelligence.
But it's like
because we're talking about
look at the giraffes. Okay,
survivability.
the giraffes. I mean, it's the joke. There's some comedian did it. The joke is where he's talking about the giraffes. And it's like, dude, every single day that giraffe wakes up and goes, "Wow, I'm so glad there's no fucking tiger or lions here.
Oh,
I'm so glad I don't have to worry about getting eaten. I get to eat food. This is awesome."
It's true.
But then there's some animals like a tiger or orcas or
They wanna kill
dolphins.
stuff.
It's like,
They want to
dude, I
murder.
don't know how you
They wanna
justify
murder.
necessarily caging those animals for the benefit of my 2-year-old.
It's
I
really
mean,
easy.
it's awesome. Don't get me wrong, but it's like, how do you morally justify that? It's,
I think you got to make it
It's-
all
it's
open
perhaps
enclosure. A
there
zoo
should
should
be
just be a
some-
giant coliseum where they put all the people and all the animals. Let's just see what happens.
to see what happens.
Yeah, just fucking let it go. You know what I'm
And
saying?
maybe they should only put like endangered species stuff that they're
They have a-
specifically attempting to
and now
preserve.
they-
And I know they do.
they do.
that.
That's a good- that's
they have a ton of
programs,
That's a nice way to
but
spin
maybe
it.
maybe they should not be able to display.
So there is a place that I think I not that I'm saying Woodland Park Zoo does it bad or does it terrible. I think they probably do a really good job.
Oh, at
with the
least
space they have.
20% of the animals there are probably held there against their will. The rest of them probably
Come
don't
on,
have the
all of the
wherewithal.
animals
Yeah,
are held there
100%.
against their will.
They don't.
agree.
Okay, how powerful
They
is
were-
their will to leave?
But all of those animals are more than likely
Well, not as strong
bred
as
to
Iron
be
Bar.
in zoos.
Are
bred
they
to be
trying
in
to get
zoos,
out all the
but-
time, or are they just content with being trapped?
Like,
Oh, no,
how
they go
many
insane.
times do you throw yourself
They
against
go
a wall
crazy.
you can't climb?
I mean, but you put ants in like a little ant farm, and it's like literally like a 2D vertical farm, like the smallest
That's
possible
because
thing they
ants
can
aren't
do.
as smart as tigers.
I don't know.
Right.
Okay, maybe. No.
A
No, it's just
tiger
different.
goes.
They-
Now you're just
absolutely-
arguing
They're
about
different.
it. No, this is being ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay,
But
next week. I really want to smoke the next week. I don't know if
Let's
we're
do
done
it.
with that segment, but
Let's
I'm
do
really
it.
That's
ready
fine.
to
You
smoke
keep doing
some
it.
more.
I
But-
second that
that's fine.
for sure.
But I just think it's interesting. They're doing a lot of legislation now for orcas and dolphins and allowing them not to be in zoos anymore. But what I was going to say was I think a place that does it really well is a place called Northwest Trek.
The place that I think
And
does
I
really
believe it's,
well is called the ocean.
It's well, maybe, yeah, okay. This is like a refuge for the animals, and they don't have.
They call it a refuge, just a big.
Well, the only
big zoo.
animals that they have in the cages are animals that are wounded animals that could not exist in the wild.
Okay.
So they have owls, and the owls got hurt, like it got wrapped up or got hit by something, and basically it can't fly anymore.
So they have
This
disabled
owl-
prisoners.
Yeah, they basically the animal got brought to an animal hospital.
I'm just
And
changing
then
that.
it got basically can't get released in the wild, so this reserve will take it so other kids, people can see it. But other than that, they have this huge. I mean, it's hundreds, if not thousands, of acres of just expanse land where it's a tram that goes through this.
Nice.
There's not people walking around; they're not in cages. But for the most part, those animals that are on display all have injuries. They just would not be able to exist in the wild.
That's a good way.
And I think that's I would be more okay with that, I guess, is if an animal could not exist in the wild.
But then you
Then
only
you
get to see the
encourage-
washed up ones.
Then you encourage trappers to just wound it.
That's true. Then you only
Yeah,
get to
well,
see the
I
washed
guess
up
any
animals.
system can
It's-
be abused. You can't base whether you have a system or not on that.
Right. I mean, I think that they could be better, maybe, but a lot of these animals are bred in zoos to go to different zoos. They're not necessarily taken from the wild.
That's
anymore.
called Stockholm syndrome.
Well, they're just born in this environment. You're just used to what you're used to, essentially.
It's true.
So the next weed we will be smoking is once again, Smoke Show favorite, SPP Shatter Joint from Smoky Point. This one is the strain Slimer, picked because its name was fucking Slimer. Total cannabinoids 44.8%.
Slimer, what the?
Probably don't mean shit, but these are really strong anyway. Every bud tender I've ever seen says those are amazing joints, including myself. So we're going to smoke an amazing joint. You can literally see the drips of resin on the outside of the paper, just like with the one from last week.
The drips.
Drips of, not resin, of concentrate.
Oh,
like
little,
leaking through the paper.
little freckles.
Dots of shatter here and there, yeah. Burns like a candle.
Yeah, it does.
See, because it has so much oil in
Jesus Christ.
You said the SPP is what we're smoking right now?
Yep.
Yeah. SPP has some of the best, man. You can't lie. Especially for the price.
Yeah, if I knew both of you guys were going to drink the beer, I would have brought more fucking beer.
I think I've got a couple of tokens still in the fridge from previous weeks.
Nice. I do like to
Fair.
bring over an excess of beer, just in case.
Just in case.
You guys always catch me when I'm slipping, though.
That's what you gotta do, keep you on your toes.
It's okay, because these two cans right here are going to fuck somebody up. What are they? It might be me. Both mixed drinks. This one's a margarita, this one's a Long Island. Yeah.
Let's do a stupid Instagram photo.
Let's do
When you
a
exhale.
great Instagram photo, because all of my non-existent Instagram photos are dope.
That's true, 100% of the time they're dope.
I don't know if that's going to be quality material or not. Sorry, I'm not Instagram worthy.
You know if you're on Instagram.
That's true. Yeah. That one might be a little bit strong.
Man, no, it's just that
It's just harsher.
it's the oil, man.
There's so much oil. It makes it
So much
really
oil, it's really good. Look, man, we might as well pay this bill really quick. You guys all know Podcoin. We've talked about it before. It's a Podcoin that gives you free money, basically, just by listening. You can use it towards charity or different things like Amazon or Starbucks gift cards. Well, we are going to
Podcoin.
give money to charity, actually. We are going to donate 5 acres of rainforest land through
Nice.
the Podcoin app right now.
This is brought to you by capitalism.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we got to do.
Yeah.
So that'll be up right now. You should
Right
see that
now.
by the time you're listening to this. Unless it's in the future. And then I guess we're in the past. So
Right.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we're already in the past.
Hope they're listening to us 100 years from now.
Nice. Nobody's gonna find us. Shout out to them if they do.
That'd be
Shout out
dope.
to future us.
We'll be very old.
Oh god, you will be. Stem cells are there.
Dude, that is true. That's a good point.
I'm just gonna fucking grow my skin back.
They're actually DARPA is working on stuff right now to grow back limbs.
That's dope. And they can already grow organs. So can I just replace all my organs like once every, 10, 15 years like a tune-up?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Dude, this woman,
Get a little stem cell lotion going on, trying to keep my skin healthy. It's pretty much all I gotta do, right?
this woman on
It's probably a diet too.
on Joe Rogan this week.
No, because you're getting new organs. Yeah, you're getting
This
new organs.
woman on Joe Rogan this week, she's a journalist who wrote a bunch of books. She was talking about she had interviewed a bunch of DARPA scientists and different people that worked on different projects. And she was saying, like 3 or 4 years ago, they had a program where they were taking microchips and implanting them in butterfly larvae. And when the larva got into the cocoon stage, because of the transformation in their bodies, the microchip actually grew into their body and infused in it. And when it came out, when it became a butterfly, they could actually remote control where it went.
Fucking dope.
Fly it around. It's a real thing that really happens.
Nice.
And that was 4 years ago.
Nice.
Alex Jones does not seem as crazy when he's talking about human hybrids.
Please
You're like,
do not. Don't.
in that one area,
Just
No,
don't.
his biggest rant
Don't.
is animal hybrid,
I thought it was a gay
hybrid
frogs.
animal humans. I gotta
That's
say,
not a
that is
human
crazy.
animal
man.
hybrid. That's an electronically implanted animal hybrid.
Agreed.
And it's
But
a
there
bug.
are-
It's
they
a
have-
bug technically
It's an
by your guys'
insect.
They are
class system
doing things
where bugs are
they're
lesser
trying
beings.
to do stuff with humans.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's
And
already
that
robots.
one thing,
Oh.
No, okay.
I'm just
No,
saying.
I don't want you. I don't want you to hear you talk about Hitler's art either.
Okay. Fuck both of those
Actually,
guys.
I think his art was terrible.
No, fuck both of
And
those
I
guys.
think he's a terrible person.
Okay, wait for
I'm of the opinion that Hitler is a horrible person, David.
Are you sure?
Are you? What do you think? I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna die on this on this high ground.
Yeah.
I think Hitler was terrible. Okay, I'm gonna take the chance. All right,
Oh.
and just go ahead and say that.
You're a
now.
real fucking warrior, Rick.
Dude. King of the woke people.
Of the woke.
The woke. King of the woke.
Wokest.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta lead that charge. Like you said, we gotta be the change that we see in the world.
Fuck all those robot animals. You know what's actually better is real robots, okay?
Real robots.
AI is gonna fuck shit up before that.
You aren't allowed.
I don't need to control a butterfly. They can make a butterfly that'll just fucking kill you, right?
Make an electronic butterfly. You ain't
Boom.
gonna grow it or nothing. It's fast.
So they have the robots they're basically a more advanced version of the robots that you can't kick over. And they can
Fucking
run
MIT out
off
here
of,
making robots left and right.
carbon. So that's basically anything on the ground, wood, humans.
And see, that's the difference.
Even though that's completely against the Geneva Convention.
But see, this is the entire problem. This is how Terminator happened. This is how Terminator happened, okay? Because the people who are making the robots are different from the people who are making the AI. And that's what ultimately controls the robots.
They don't necessarily have to be, though. I mean, DARPA
That's
has
the whole point. That's the whole point. That's
DARPA
why it
has
always
a-
goes all the way to the top, because
Well, they have
the people who make the robots are just going to keep going.
they have a computer brain that they say is as smart as an average cat.
They've been
And
testing
AI
they've
system.
been testing these all over us, man. Come on.
But there are a lot of-
how long has Siri been out?
Yeah, but there are a lot
That's
of
a lot of
Smart
information.
as a
To,
cat? How could you possibly compare that?
it's probably smarter than a cat. Okay.
I don't know, but science can.
How do you even measure cat smarts?
How many visible commands could you recognize? Yeah.
The cat
It's hitting you.
and the dedication of the trainer. There was someone on America's Got Talent last year that did all kind of crazy
True.
shit.
But it'd be hard because you'd have to do all of them all the time. You'd have to do all of the tricks all of the time. So if you've got 10,000 different tricks, how long is it going to take to do them all?
About a second a piece. I'm pretty fast, bro.
Yeah, see?
I got. You give me a Red Bull, and I'm pretty
That's
sure I
why
can fly.
AI is always going to be one step ahead. Because as soon as it
Nah.
becomes faster than people,
Nah, son.
it's a fucking rap.
I'll punch it in its stupid computer face.
Long story short, fuck robots in general. But
You do like that stance, don't you?
I do,
Robots
but
are
I
great.
no, because it's like a love-hate. It's like a double-edged sword.
What about iRobot?
It's fuck robots at the beginning, but then it's like, hold
What
on.
if What if
I love robots
iRobot had
low-key
stopped
because
after the first 30 seconds?
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
What
those
about
robots are
Bicentennial
cool.
Man? That's the robot movie.
No,
That's the
I
robots
don't.
you want?
Any
Yeah.
robots that start crying, I don't want to have to deal with
Yeah,
that,
that's
bro.
whack.
I got to deal with that enough.
I'll
you know
take
what I'm
Wally over Bicentennial.
I
Agreed.
want a robot with Robin Williams' sense of humor.
There you go.
saying? Do you know how hard that would
They
be?
can program that.
Not now.
We just took two very different.
Eventually they
subjects.
could.
Oh god.
Eventually they probably could, but that's too complex to know humor and know what he was thinking was humorous.
Oh well, if they got it right,
true,
the robot.
but you
would
could
kill.
show I bet you could show a computer, particularly any kind of a learning machine, you could show it a history of his work and his performances on and off the stage.
It's gonna make some wild shit.
And I guarantee
On and
it
off
could learn
cocaine.
from that. Right. I guarantee it could learn from that and reproduce it to some degree.
Okay, so
What you're
now
saying is
now
we're all
the
gonna
AI,
get replaced by robots.
okay, but now the AI has to.
Some of us more accurately than others. I have a lot less of my life that's been recorded on television or radio.
Yeah, but now that the AI system has to create Robin Williams' brain, not on cocaine, and then on cocaine, and then what he thought was
No, puts them
humorous
together.
into either one.
Puts them together.
A whole career spanning person.
What if you really liked the
Intelligence.
gallows humor?
What you're
and just
talking
didn't want
about?
to tell anybody.
What you're talking about is pretty much just uploading your consciousness, which is what happened in Chappie. Boom! Shout out to one of my top 3 robots.
Is that what happened in Chappie?
Come on, man.
Johnny
No,
Five's got to
no.
be one of my top 3.
Chappie realized they were fucking souls and robots, but also
but they
people
weren't
had
uploaded.
souls.
Yeah, but
And he transferred somebody's soul. to a
Okay,
fucking
but hold
robot.
on. Well, hold on. Chappie did not get uploaded. It was not a consciousness. It
He was
didn't-
sentient.
Okay. But you said a
Sentient.
consciousness got uploaded. Like,
Yeah.
you took it from someone's brain and then you added it to Chappie. That's not what happened. Chappie's
They
AI became sentient.
No, he read
Chappie
their
figured out
band
how
and
to do
transferred
Yeah, it's
it.
not. But Chappie wasn't Joe before. Joe
What does that mean?
Joe
Oh, he
McBob.
wasn't a person before?
Yeah, exactly. He didn't die
he
and
was
become
a robot.
Chappie.
That's
Is
true.
basically. So that's not. He didn't get his brain uploaded. Just the AI became sentient.
But he was still sentient.
That's fine. But the AI became sentient.
So-
He wasn't a human.
So he
at any
evolved
point.
what? As a piece of code?
Correct.
Does that make him less alive?
I didn't say that. But I just want to clarify what you're saying because how you said it was incorrect. I feel
How?
because his brain didn't get uploaded. Like you said, his
No, not
brain got
Chappie.
uploaded.
He
Right.
personally
Agreed.
uploaded somebody
No,
else.
we're agreed now. But
Chappie himself didn't become a person.
Right. No, but there are.
He was top tier robot, and that's what I'm saying. Top tier robots.
But there are movies.
iRobot.
There are movies
He doesn't have a name.
where you
Does he have a
download
name?
people's consciousness into the brain, into the system. Not that I can think
So,
of
and
it
so
right now.
worry
'cause we're
about
all
those
really high.
robots. I'm in there. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, this fucking weed is really good.
All right, nothing.
I'm really stoned. It's a really good joint.
Yeah, it is.
SPP Shatter joint. I mean,
Okay.
I suppose we smoked another one first. But, man, that just hit me harder.
Well, usually we smoke at least one before we start,
We did.
but that one didn't count. It wasn't really. It wasn't really weed. A $7 joint is not really weed. I mean, it is, but it's not.
Oh my God, every time. R.I.P. this one.
It was infused with like tobacco oils flavoring. It didn't taste very
The
good.
kind of stuff, yeah. That's what it tasted like raspberry flavored tobacco. And it was a little bitty tiny short joint.
I mean, the actual flavor wasn't terrible. The aftertaste, it was just like the initial inhale. It's kind of a weird flavor. It kind of gave you a.
High as a kite now.
I didn't care for it.
Why wouldn't you be?
I know, I am too, though.
Are you?
Shout out to that joint, yeah.
So we're going to smoke another joint?
We're definitely gonna smoke.
I got another
So-
question for you guys. Oh,
Alright.
go ahead. Go ahead.
The next joint is another diamond tip. This one, I said, give me your heaviest indica. And Ricky said, no. James's vagina called and said that it
Thank you.
really, really needed
Thank you for saying this. I appreciate. Thank you. I agree. This is
And
what I did say.
Because of that, he gave us a
Disrespect.
sativa-ish thing.
Stevie Ish?
This is Gorilla Glue 4 and crossed with peppermint cookies. Once again, this is solvent-free hash rosin and flour.
What's the difference between rosin and resin? Or is that just
resin
your
is
country
after.
coming in?
Resin is an
So
after.
rosin is
burn
before.
Rosin is pressed. They use like heat and pressure and just squish the bud with heat and pressure, and what squishes out is rosin.
Interesting.
Hard
Huh?
press.
Yeah.
I've seen people do that. I don't know. That's what's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Last
I
year
think
at
I've seen it
Hempfest,
too,
they had
but-
a booth that
Yeah.
they were like, anybody bring up your bud, your keef, whatever you want, and we'll press it and give you the results.
It's pretty cool. It's good work.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely not the worst it's ever been. Invest does a lot of good things, man. They're definitely getting bigger now that it's legalized. I think they're in Florida right now.
I've already requested Hempfest off this year.
They're on an island in Florida, I think is what I saw on their Instagram. But coming up in August, we'll be doing a podcast from HempFest, probably from backstage.
Don't tell on us now.
Yeah.
Come on now. It's not like we have passes yet.
Well, it's months away. We got time.
It's true.
We do.
We will 100% have passes by the
What
time we're
happens
back.
when Cyril listens to this and goes, I am going to watch for that and not let them... No, he'll remember me.
Hey.
I've smoked...
Hey, shout out to Cyril. Can we just say that?
To Cyril.
That dude is the man.
You're the coolest dude there. Love Cyril. Every year I go to HempFest and I go backstage and I smoke a 10-gram joint with him. Like...
That dude must beat away women. He's a good-looking man,
He's got
too.
a like, French accent. Like...
He does. He plays it off. He plays it well.
Like, thin, really, like, happy, tall guy. Like, he's really... I bet he does just, like, have women throwing themselves at him. But, anyway.
So what does that taste like?
God.
Such a great pause, David.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's probably our cue to start talking sometimes.
Earthy.
What does that mean, earthy? I mean, do you eat dirt a lot? When was the last time you ate dirt, bro?
Tastes
Can I ask?
like a moldy wet.
When was the last time you tasted something that was moldy and wet? Cheese?
Yeah.
Have you allegedly done shrooms, David? Recently?
Not recently, but that was because I had a bad trip a while back.
I know. That's why I was impressed if you had done it.
Shout out to Colorado. Fucking legal as shit.
We already went over this.
Go
Fuck Denver.
But we did it
It's
first.
legal here. Every drug is decriminalized. I mean, it's cool that they decriminalized it, but it's not like Colorado did. Although, to be fair, I believe Denver was the first city to legalize marijuana in the United States.
State.
Well, but the city voted to legalize it back in the early 2000s, I want to say.
I know that in Colorado there are more marijuana dispensaries than there are McDonald's and Starbucks combined.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I learned that on a morning radio show that had a trivia part on it that I was listening to the other day. Shout out to 92.5.
In
No one
2005,
ever hear this.
right. In 2005, Denver residents voted to become the first major U.S. city to legalize possession of small amounts of marijuana. 2 years later, they voted to decriminalize it entirely. So that was 2005. Oh, geez.
It'd be nice.
Well, we definitely beat them to the punch.
We beat them.
We beat them.
How'd that happen?
Because we decriminalized all drugs.
I don't think so. I don't think they're all decriminalized.
Small possession.
Yeah, under what?
You know, I don't really carry a lot around a lot of drugs, so I don't really get up to the limits, so I would assume.
I can tell you the limits for all types of marijuana products.
There you go.
But it's not the same in all states.
It's the same in all of Washington.
Yeah.
That's a really good joint. No,
Dude, it is.
think of anything
I know.
to say.
Yeah. Whew.
You might need a heartbreak.
Shake that one off. That's what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, might need a heartbreak.
We gonna talk about this Georgia bill?
The one that is stripping women's rights back to the center.
Definitely. I don't think it's gonna do anything, to be honest. I don't think it's gonna do anything. So basically, the whole point of the law,
To some, it will run
because
away.
it won't, because the governor signed it into law and it's already getting challenged in the courts. So it doesn't enact in law until the courts decide, and it's a direct violation of Roe v. Wade, and so that has to go up. It's the whole point of why they made it the way it is. But the reality is that the judges that are there now, most people believe that they won't overturn Roe v. Wade. And even if they did, there's a Casey versus Planned Parenthood precedence that they could actually potentially expand on, and it actually could work not in Alabama's favor or Georgia's favor. So it actually could end up backfiring.
Yeah, what's Georgia's favorite?
It's moment of conception is what they say.
Moment of conception.
And right now it's the first trimester, up to the first trimester, or into the second, like right at the second, it's okay to do in all states.
Mm-hmm.
They can do restrictions or whatever, but it's okay. And then after the second, it's per state. The states decide, basically. And so this is a direct violation of that because they want to try to challenge it. But the reality is, I mean, they could. It's very, very unlikely that the judges would decide to do that. Even most conservatives don't think that Kavanaugh or the other guy, they don't think that he would vote for that. And even if, and besides that, or they could just go, this is stupid. Why are you guys doing this? We already have a precedent. and they could just immediately strike it down. Or, which is not in the favor of the states that are going for this, they're trying to challenge it. They could go, you know what? Actually, we want to expand it. We want to make it further. We want to make it a hard, fast rule that at the second trimester. So all these different restrictions that you're trying to put on it, all that doesn't count. You have to immediately revoke those. So they could actually expand it, and it could actually be worse.
Awesome.
At this point, it doesn't functionally. I don't believe that it hasn't gone into effect because it's getting challenged in the courts.
I can't imagine our government is going to be that progressive. That would be amazing.
Maybe not, but it's just so unlikely for that to happen. I feel like, and I feel like a lot of people are blowing it up. I mean, it could be potentially something that could be a concern, but at this point in time, it's hype for the presidential election. Essentially, is what it's doing right now. I feel like that's all what it's going for is trying to get some noise.
Okay, I got 3 choices for you. If you had to pick a president, would you rather have Mr. Scrooge, the Monopoly Man, or Mr. Burns?
A bird?
At least Scrooge got redeemed. Scrooge eventually got redeemed, so he has it within him to not.
Oh, sorry. What? Scrooge McDucks.
This is pre-Scrooge.
Not the old school Scrooge.
Pre-redemption.
Scrooge McDucks.
Oh yeah, dude, I love Scrooge McDuck.
Oh, okay, no, he's cool.
He's cool.
Scrooge McDuck,
He'd be an evil dictator.
Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, he'd be an evil dictator.
I'm cool with Scrooge McDuck.
Monopoly Man or Mr. Burns?
No, Monopoly Man will cause fights.
He's like the Kool-Aid guy of the board games, I feel like. He's like busted in and always causing fights. Like, hey, let's play Monopoly. 5 hours later, fuck all of you!
Horrible. Terrible person.
So it's like, so I'd say Scrooge McDuck. As long as he's like the TV series Scrooge McDuck. Because then he's like always gone. So he just leaves it to the guy, and hopefully the guy's cool.
Shout out to Disney for having the most likable bad guy.
Yeah.
Who's the most likable bad guy? He's not a bad guy. He's not in the series. He's the good guy. He's just money. He's just really rich and money driven. He's not a bad guy. He fights against bad people. There's a Scottish guy that he hates. Scottish duck.
Some random Scottish guy.
It is. That's what it is. Don't ask me why I know, but I know. Psych, because DuckTales is dope. Okay.
Gizmo Duck. I've been there. I was raised on the Disney afternoon. Darkwing Duck.
They remade it.
Freaking my favorite one, Tailspin. I love Tailspin. Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers was good too.
Those were good too.
Goof Troop I didn't really get as much into. It was a little young for me.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, I got into the
Darkwing Duck was great.
See, I got into the Goofy movies by that time. Goofy movies is where it was at. What animated shows did you like, James?
Oh God, no. Show the Wild Ones.
Lion King.
Yeah. What? Why are you looking like that?
I don't know. I'm just asking. Did you like Lion King?
Yeah.
Good. Did you see Nemo?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Not
Have you seen
Oh yeah.
Aladdin?
New Aladdin coming out.
New Lion King coming out. I'm excited because now I'm going to see the Lion King. It's going to be the first one I see. I'm really
probably
excited.
not seeing those in theaters.
It's almost heresy.
It is. I hope that angers someone.
You've never seen The Lion King.
I would feel so important.
Hey, you can send us a voice message now.
Yeah, send me a voice message.
Or don't,
Up until last year, I've never seen.
Send us an email.
Story.
Yeah.
Instagram.
She just watched A Christmas Story for the first time. She's 40.
Is that the one where the little rifle kid?
Yeah.
I hate that movie so much. That is the worst movie of all time. Everyone thinks it's so good. It's terrible. I mean, this is a really unpopular opinion, but I fucking hate that movie, man.
No, so
I love it.
Die Hard is by far the best Christmas movie.
It's a good Christmas movie. I like Bruce Willis.
Who doesn't like Bruce Willis?
wait, so are they all on?
Who doesn't like bald white men?
Just the first one.
All of society.
There's a lot of bald white men that have been famous actors. I'm just saying.
And politicians.
There you go.
Exclusively, if you count the statistics of all of history, probably been bald white men.
Maybe they've not been bald.
In America.
Maybe they had a
decent
hair.
hairline. How about that?
Thinning hairline. Well, yeah, you have to be fair, you have to be you have to be 35 or older. And I mean, back in the 1700s, your life expectancy was 55.
Politicians.
You're just
In
some fucking
general.
guy.
Okay.
1800s.
I bet in general, from the
1900s.
beginning of
Athens.
U.S. government.
I
1776.
said 1700.
1776.
Okay.
Just
From
some
then,
guy.
Still
forward,
55.
I'm willing to bet that more than half, so the majority of politicians were bald white men, or white men with thinning hairlines to some degree.
Does that shock you?
That's
So we're-
that's 'cause
okay,
they
so-
eventually balded
So we're
for
focusing
being
on their
in office for
hairlines? Is that
50
what
years.
we're making a bet on?
Yeah.
Focusing on the
Bald
hairlines.
white men. Yeah.
We get that they're white.
Bald
We
white
understand
men,
that.
That's the idea.
That's a shock. Does that shock anybody? Hey, did you know that, James? Did you know all the presidents but one,
Not president.
the last one, have
I'm
been
talking
have been
about
white?
all
Did you
politicians
realize that?
Probably true.
at the national level.
That's crazy.
I'm talking about all politicians at the national level. In fact,
Yeah.
I bet if you even go for a more recent cross section, it may be that way right now.
I don't know.
What do you think? More than
Right
half?
now?
Right now, currently in Congress, Supreme Court, President,
Thinning hairlines. I
national.
mean,
What do you think?
You're getting
Bald
65, 70%.
white men. Do you think that makes up more than thinning hairlines? White males. Do you
Okay.
think that makes up more than 50%?
all right. So here's the question.
all of it. For sure.
So are you?
I'll take the over.
So is it bald and white,
Yes.
or is it bald or white?
Nope.
Because
Bald
like
and
Cory
white.
Cory Booker doesn't count.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I'd probably say like 40%, 35%.
I'm gonna say over 50% are thinning hairline.
How do we
white men.
quantify this,
I
dude?
don't know, how do we even look that up?
You know what? There's
God, I
gotta-
wish we had enough listeners.
There's
got to
be a Vegas ad somewhere.
Right?
A Vegas bet is going on, but you gotta fill it. You gotta talk like while I forgot what we were talking about. What was I looking up? Oh, balding white men in Congress
Yeah.
percentage. There's gotta be some PC organization somewhere.
Yeah, some photo. You might be able to not tell all of them. How many were hairpiece? You would be able to tell in a whole group photo.
It's true.
Okay, so just off the bat, 22% of the members of the House are racial or ethnic minorities, so those wouldn't count in this bet because we're going for white balding men.
22%.
22%. So just right off the bat, I gotta figure out how many women
So
there
you're
are.
sitting at, what, 78? 78%?
Some of the women are going to cross over with racial or ethnic minorities. You can't have those together.
Alright, so what? Women and minorities, I guess, in Congress.
It will take him a very long time to find this statistic out.
Shout out to our facts department. Come on, Rick.
Yeah.
Fact checker
We don't have a
over here
Jamie.
is not earning his money. So in the meantime,
I don't know. So 22%.
That's what
I'm
I
gonna
got.
smoke
That's what I got for you.
some.
You know what? We'll just say that I win. I agree with that.
Dude,
I'm gonna smoke some LeafWorks Trails
30-35%.
Edition Honey Melon vape while he ponders the existence of statistics.
Statistics are an interesting thing. For one, it's really hard to say, especially if you're intoxicated. Are we smoking? Shout it out. EO Vape.
EO vape. Also, we're smoking a LeafWorks Trails Edition Honey Melon flavored distillate cartridge.
It's good. Dude, what the fuck? Game of Thrones. Last one is tomorrow.
I guess this is it. It's the cutoff. Right? It's the cutoff.
Tomorrow.
The
What's
Game of
gonna
Thrones
happen?
talk. What the fuck? Here we go.
Well, dude,
All
we
right.
gotta talk about it.
RIP episode.
Why would
Yep.
we RIP the episode?
Because Game of Thrones talk. What's good, bro? What's going down? Final episode.
Dude, it's gonna be interesting. It's
Interesting.
definitely Daenerys is definitely gonna get kicked out somewhere, but it's gonna be hard because the general wants it all to burn. He's like, fuck it, I'm gonna burn it all down. He wants to just burn the whole fucking place down.
It's already down.
So it's like, how do you stop
Too easy.
how do you
Easy
stop
as it is
them? Now you have to deal with internal conflict. It's always how it goes.
How do you, even if you want to kill Daenerys, how do you kill her? She has got a dragon and Grey Worm on her side.
You stab her in the throat. Hopefully that works.
If Arya can take out the Night King with all his men around him,
There's
John's
ways,
next to her all the time.
theoretically, but I don't know.
John's gonna turn around and kill Arya.
Might.
No, I think it's going to come down to John. It's going to come down to John choosing between his family or her.
He's gonna choose his family.
You think?
Of course.
That's right.
Especially after that. John did not like what was going down at all in
No.
Norway. He was not down.
No, he was trying to hold people back even after she started.
And it's a wrap. It's going to come down to this brutal tug of war. John's going to have to do something stupid. Something fucking stupid.
There's only one episode left, so it's
Oh,
gonna be like, what,
yeah.
3 hours long? 4 hours long? 18 hours long.
It needs to be about that.
Serious. There's a petition going on right now online for them to remake the last season with competent editors. People are haters, bro.
I don't give a shit.
Haters.
Hate on the haters.
Did we talk about how much money Starbucks got in free publicity though? $2.3 billion in free marketing from that cup
And it
being in
wasn't
Game
even
of
their
Thrones.
cup, it was from a random local coffee
I think it
shop.
was. No, it was. Because they had talked about that one of them was from Craft Services, so they confirmed that it was a Starbucks cup. That's what I read.
I read a thing that
They have
said that
Starbucks
it
Craft
was-
Services specifically. They hired
I had
baristas.
read a thing that said that it was from one of the local coffee shops there.
That's local coffee shops trying to get
To
on
get on
the
that.
marketing
Hey,
jump.
well,
That's
good
what I
on
would do
them.
too. Why
on
not?
them.
That'd be funny. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Yeah, no, right.
A town, you got to do something. I'm sure that whole town where they film it. I mean, it's like Forks, Washington, where they filmed all of the stupid vampire movies. Yeah, the Twilight series. And I mean, I go there. I go there to
He's in the
fish all the
Superman,
time.
too. He's in the Superman.
Who is?
Yeah. No, he's the new Batman. That's what he is.
What kind of
Robert
foolishness
Pattinson
are you
is the
talking about?
Batman.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson.
Who's Robert Pattinson?
That's the
The white guy?
from- yeah.
And they all look the same to me. They all kind of have that
He's the
same
new
look.
Batman.
You know.
I mean, he
Let's
does
talk.
have the constantly
They're-
pensive, screwed up face.
Well, I mean, aren't they all like really pale and glittery? Like, how do you tell the difference?
Still. I don't know, you grow in the roast. I don't know.
Poor guy should have just stayed Cedric Diggory.
You know what? I am a little racist towards vampires. It turns
Maybe
out.
put on
Who
some
knew?
weight.
You dig
Turns
down
out
deep
Batman,
enough.
you know?
There is a little racism in all of us, I guess. Mine's for vampires.
Wow.
All right,
So-
I suppose I can let you have that.
It's my one flaw. I'm gonna use that in job interviews. What is the one thing that you don't is the worst quality you have? I'm terribly racist towards
horribly
vampires.
Racist against vampires.
Just saying. It makes
Just-
sense.
Just people, I can't stand vampires.
You can't do it.
Can't work with them.
Why would you even want to? Why would you take that chance? That's dangerous. Again, taking hard stances here.
I hope to be able to use that in a job interview someday. I
That'd be
hope I
so
have a
awesome.
job someday where that answer gets me the job. That would be beautiful.
Some Google job and they ask you some weird question. What are you more racist towards? Zombies or vampires? Oh, vampires, for sure. 100%.
No,
In fact, you can actually look this up. I've talked about this previously.
No way.
Yeah, I'm on record as saying, fuck vampires. You know?
Interesting.
What are you saying?
I don't know if I'm trusting him more than a zombie.
I think those joints hit you pretty hard. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
you're like stretching out and leaning further and further back. You're like, I think you're actually getting longer.
I'm sorry, Rick. You want me to
as the
sit next to
episode
Mike all the
progresses.
time?
Yeah, you do.
All right. So I'm gonna.
I appreciate that.
You should pin it on his lapel.
I'm halfway on.
You should. You just hold it if you really want to. We actually have 3 mics. We're professional.
Oh,
gig
Mister,
now.
we have 3 mics now.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
not gonna worry about the mic we got.
Dropping it on.
God, you know I'm a leaner, all right?
Yeah,
I got a long
but
body.
you're 8 foot
I got
9.
a long body. I like to
So
lean.
you're 12'4", dude. So I mean, you're literally stretching out of the door right now,
It's okay.
and it's hard enough to get this confined area to fit your
I'm
stature.
sorry, man. That's what she said.
Yeah, well, she could say that, but I don't know why she would. It's not.
Yeah.
There's no reason for her to say it. And there's no context in which that would make any sense.
Oh man, that's what she said.
What
Sorry.
kind of fake robot girls are you programming in order to make
I don't know.
say weird things?
You have talked a lot about robot sex.
That is a good
I didn't say
point.
robot sex. I just said robots.
Wait.
Yeah.
You said you've been to Japan before, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
there's definitely
man,
robot
what
sex
is
there.
going
Come
on
there's
here?
Definitely.
Dude,
There's no question.
that is
I promise.
fucked up.
0 robot sex happening.
Dude, oh, yeah, okay,
It's
sure.
No,
Allegedly.
no
I'm
robot
just saying.
sex happened while you
Yeah.
were in
Positive.
I know.
They just put it all on pause for
I did
you.
not have
Yeah,
sex.
nothing happened during those hours.
No, I did not have sexual relations with that robot.
You might have.
No.
Twice. But it's
She
terrible.
was, we watched a movie last time. It was really good. What was it called, Casey? Drive? Was that what it was called? It was the story of Motley Crue. The forming of the band Motley Crue. I think it was called Drive.
It was crazy.
But, man, it was really good. We sit and watched the whole thing. It was great.
That movie is not very PC, David.
no,
It was a really good
No.
movie. It
But
was
it was
great.
not
It was a
PC.
kids' movie. It was
It's great for kids
a
under
good
13.
family,
You know,
great,
if you want to
great
have just a
family
popcorn,
Sit
You know,
down
like,
with
just
some
sit down
popcorn,
with
some
your
lines
kids.
of blow
Perfect.
with your kids.
Yeah, exactly. No big deal.
I have to say,
Like Cocaine Island is a great documentary if you want to like do the same things
Right.
that are on
No,
TV in real life.
It's definitely not a family friendly kind of movie. It's the kind of movie that when my 14-year-old went to come out of his room, we had to pause it and be like, okay, no. While we're not letting them.
They were singing the Motley
while
Crue
you're in the room.
songs. I know he's against rock music.
No. You just have to see it. It was really good. It was a great story. It was very much not appropriate for anyone, actually.
Nice.
But it was great.
Those are my favorite kind of
Very
movies.
real.
Usually,
It seemed very real, very honest.
comedy special that I watched last night. It just aired last night. It's on Showtime. So you can watch it on Showtime. You have Hulu. If you don't have Showtime, you can use code name. I think it's SHAUB. SCHAUB. You get 30 days free trial. But you can watch this. There's a boxing event last night or tonight. You can watch for free if you do that. But it's Brendan Schaub. It's called You'd Be Surprised, and he's a 3-year comic, and he already has a fucking comedy special. So it was pretty fucking good, actually. For what it is, it was a really good. I think it was a really good comedy special. Made me laugh a bunch of times. It's a former MMA fighter who's decided to switch into comedy.
You do have reasonably good taste in comedy, not so much in drama.
Dude, I'm really snobby when it comes to comedy. I feel like
But you got pretty good taste in comedy. You're not so. You're hit or miss with dramas and acting.
dude, Snowpiercer is a great movie, bro.
It's so funny.
It
that
is
you
such
say
a fucking
that.
good movie. Hey, you know, actually, I found out who wrote that. Have you seen the movie Smoking Aces?
Yeah.
The movie Smoking Aces? Yeah. The writer and director for that is the same guy that wrote and directed Snowpiercer. And he actually just came out with the new Batman Barrio movie.
Barrio.
Yeah, it's a all Latino Superman.
Is that real?
Type of, yeah, movie. It just came out in the theaters.
Batman. Say it again.
I think it's Batman and the Burrio.
Batman.
Burro. Burrow. Is that what it is? I don't know. I'll look it up.
No,
I haven't seen it. I'm just saying it came out in theaters.
Is it a donkey or an area of the city or
The Barrio.
the barrio?
She's in the barn.
It's called El Chicano. Smoking Aces was a dope movie.
Really freaking stoned.
Yeah.
Me too, man. I need a piss. So we should do a hard break.
Second week. You like to call
Global
news
warming
flash.
is threatening to permanently blind octopuses.
Nice.
What?
What do we need octopuses for? Calamari?
What
don't even
the
like
fuck does that make sense?
Let them go.
What? What?
No.
How?
No.
How? Is their eye gonna boil?
Wow.
How does that make sense?
It's graphic.
No, well, how does that make sense? How are you gonna blind an octopus because of it?
Because, man, they can't
You know what,
see
these
in the water
scientists-
when the trash hits
These
it.
scientists must be funded by Hershey's. You know what I'm saying? They're a candy company. What the fuck does that make sense? I'm sure he's gonna tell me. I'm like, oh, okay. I get it. But at the same point, like, okay. What were you reading about? You tell me
Oh
about
my God.
outside during the break?
Oh, my God. Arizona, bro. They've done it again.
What have they done?
They've come up with some new law. It's going to change things for everybody.
Dude, for everyone?
For everybody.
If you're in Taiwan right now, this is gonna change
I
your
just mean
life.
everybody in the States.
Oh.
Okay.
This is
Arizona.
gonna change your life, person in Maine.
Yeah.
Portland, Maine.
Because
Shout out to you.
what's now legal in Arizona will shock you.
What is legal in Arizona?
Only the motherfucking most deadliest weapon you could ever have, sir. Nunchucks.
Nunchucks?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
The
worse
most
than
deadly weapon you could ever have.
They allow semi-automatic weapons and fully automatic weapons.
Doesn't matter because nunchucks
But
out kill 'em all.
nunchucks?
You know,
That's what I'm
hey,
saying.
you want to hear a real fact?
That
You want
is
to hear
the
a real
most
fact?
dangerous one.
Nunchucks don't run out of ammo.
Dude,
Okay?
you
You don't have to reload nunchucks.
Wow.
Okay?
That is a good take, bro. If you're going
they're
fast,
coming
You
at
have
you,
to have like
okay?
a major
So zombie
permit to buy
apocalypse.
them.
Do you want an AR-15 that you got to reload over and over again,
look,
or do you want some nunchucks?
please,
fans that you can really take them out
please,
with?
people out there, do not do this.
What are you
But
gonna do?
all
with
you
the-
got to do is get a couple of nunchucks, wait for an Apple phone coming out or some
Boom.
kind of new phone coming
Take
out,
it out.
and you just go through the line. You just whip it side to side. You just
No.
beep, 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 beep,
I'm
beep.
telling you,
You're hitting 50 people each,
nunchucks.
at least. That's 100 people
World's
each
deadliest
nunchuck.
weapon, man. Nobody's good at nunchucks. I want a superhero that uses nunchucks.
That is a drive-by.
Real
Never
nunchucks.
had that.
Not like
Beating.
Nightwing and shit or these other fucking
Ninja
assholes.
Turtles.
Yeah. And he's cool with them, But he doesn't really do any tricks, He's not Bruce Lee with the tricks.
You didn't watch the same Ninja Turtles I did.
He's not
Which
Bruce
one
Lee
did you
with the
watch?
tricks.
David, when they take off their clothes, that's not the one we're talking about, okay?
Wild.
We're not talking
like
about
the
that
ones
one.
where he spins his nunchucks on one finger in the middle of the chain.
Yeah, cool, dope, super dope, but clearly fake.
How would you do that, by the way?
Shut up.
How would you
Defy
spin it
laws of
Superhero.
physics,
in the
so-
middle of it?
He's just so
Yeah, but
bad.
is it just his finger is so big?
Yeah.
Okay. So he just
No,
has like
he
a
spins
fat
it so
dick
hard.
and
That's
finger.
a big old surface
And it's just boom, spinning between the cheeks. Okay. Alright. I mean I can live with that. I wanted to clarify how that worked.
Would you rather have
make a lot
a
of sense.
6-foot broadsword or boom, 2-bladed nunchucks? If you're really good with the nunchucks, I'm taking the nunchucks.
If you're Bruce Lee, you probably take the nunchucks. If you're anybody else, I mean I hope you would just run. Because most people
I'm actually relatively decent with a set of nunchucks. I can't really do much with 2 at a time.
See?
But,
I would say David is
I would take the broadsword
worst
for sure.
at bladed nunchucks, and I'm willing to take a bet on that.
Bladed nunchucks.
Yeah, I would say you would be terrible with bladed nunchucks.
I don't. I think
A
you
6-foot
are
sword's heavy.
right. I
You're
don't
gonna have to
think
swing it hard.
that's an unfair assessment.
Is it?
Although I think I'd be pretty good with the sword, and I'd be a lot better with a spear.
Maybe.
That probably makes sense.
Until you did some move and you threw out your back or something. She didn't stretch properly.
I'm better than that with a spear.
Yeah, but you didn't stretch properly, bro. We all have to stretch.
Tweak
I
your
know
oblique
the
in
rules.
there.
Someone just comes in your house and you gotta spear someone.
Stretching, cardio, double tap. I know the rules.
Dude, okay, perfect. I appreciate that. I love Zombieland. It is an accurate rule book for by zombie apocalypse.
Where? I thought fucking I don't know. I don't even know what it goes.
How?
How? I don't even know what the fuck it's called.
Dude,
Oh, no.
James is so high, his voice has become low.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
You got something else to smoke? Dave?
Man, tell you what,
Alright, you ain't from Arkansas no more.
yeah, we can smoke that.
What is
You wanna
this
say what
called?
it is?
I would love to say what it
This is a
is.
sample that was given to one of our buyers.
What?
Gave it away to me.
Harmony Farms. Shout out Harmony Farms. Original Glue number 4. This particular strand is a hybrid, totaling 25% THC, 24.16 if you have to be correct. And it is called... David, what's that called? Oh yeah, I already said the name of it.
It's Gorilla Glue 4.
There's some other name. It's,
Original Glue number 4.
Original.
is that a copyright?
No, somebody, one of the
All royalties should be made out for David.
one
David
of
has
the
to pay all
producers,
royalties.
processors out there, I think they patented the name Gorilla Glue.
Really? Oh, so he has to call it
And
something else.
so
It's like
they have-
Skittles with the Z.
They have they have
Makes
Sticky
sense.
Gorilla and Original Glue and New Glue, and there's all kinds of different ways that different companies put the same strain out there. Everybody knows it's the same strain. They just call it something slightly different. They'll call it GG4.
Dude, I was going to tell you, when I went to Oregon a couple of months ago, I went to one of their weed stores because they're also legal down there now. They have, their prices are a third of our prices. They have joints, but their prices are really, really, they had $3 joints, infused $5 joints.
You said they had $3 joints?
$3 joints.
Nice.
$5-6 infused joints. Their cartridges
Where was this at?
in Oregon.
Oh,
So they don't have
A
the
million
same
miles away.
taxes. It's 2.5 hours.
it's
What are you
like a-
talking about here? Actually, I think it's 3. Maybe 3 hours.
It's 2 days.
It's 2 days for you? Yeah, it probably would be. You gotta go down I-5. I know, that'd be really tough to find.
That's so far.
Dude,
It's
it's
the craziest
so
thing
far.
too, so that's all you gotta do.
Dude, literally, yeah.
Straight
You want to go
down.
to
If you've
Canada?
never been anywhere in America, literally just hop on any interstate and keep going.
Yeah. You want to go to Canada? You just
Just
go
keep-
north. Just keep going north.
Just keep
That's all you
going.
gotta do. It will end at Canada.
It's pretty dope. Alright? That's the first deep system we've ever had. So what happens when they light rail that shit? What happens when we're doing 200, 300 miles an hour?
You're Elon Musking.
We're small bus right away.
It takes 10 minutes to get to
If you're shooting into space, you can do that too, because they're doing flights like that. You just go into space real quick and then come back down. That's for huge trips. That's
from Japan to New York.
across the globe. But it's red eyes.
There's a Japanese billionaire who paid to be one of the first people to go up into space for that mission that they have planned in a couple years. And I think he's now selling off a bunch of paintings and stuff to try to get more money. He just spends money like crazy. He was not doing financially well.
Best job
in the
ever.
current situation. Tell us your wise real estate advice, James.
Yeah. Right?
What kind of stage advice
Here's
do you
the
have
whole
for real
plan. I'm the
estate?
best real estate agent. You know what you do? Sell
do?
houses.
You sell
That's
houses.
all you gotta do.
Wow.
Wow.
Who knew that a real estate agent would
Top tier right there.
have
Hey, what
the
they
idea
don't
of
tell
selling
you,
houses?
I
you're
hadn't figured
supposed
that
to
out yet.
sell
I
them.
was still behind the curve.
This guy is groundbreaking.
My mind just got blown.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what to think about that.
Who does?
Sell like houses?
Yeah. Just do whatever you want.
Dave's
Sell
being
them.
ultra disrespectful right now. He's
Yeah.
eating Americone Dream
Wow.
that was warm at one point. Completely warm at a 7-Eleven.
Wow.
It is a gas station
Refroze
Americone.
overnight.
So you don't know, I mean, you really don't know where that's been.
It's true. It's okay. He likes it.
Well, of course he likes it. Who doesn't like Americone Dream?
Well, yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. And one of the best things you can eat when you're stoned is ice cream. Okay, let's go top
That was a good
3
point.
things to eat high as fuck.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Pizza's
I'm
definitely good.
putting ice cream in there. Pizza's in there.
Pizza's definitely in there. Ice cream, I agree. Or froyo. The yogurt stuff. That's actually, some of it's pretty good, actually.
Okay.
Those yogurt
Fruit.
places.
Fruit's really good.
Alright.
Fruit's really good.
There you go.
Mangoes.
There's a healthy tip.
Mangoes or
There's a healthy
pears.
tip. Fresh fruit.
I just planted a pear tree.
Really, fruit is good
It is.
for when you are any kind of high and you like need something to eat. It's great because it hits your palate like food and drink at the same time because it's so juicy. So it satisfies both at the same time.
That's what she said.
Nice.
Definitely.
But when she said it, it sounded like
Well, that's how you prefer it.
I don't know. Shout out to Rick's kid.
Yeah.
I did have a kid a couple of days ago, and it is cuter than Prince Harry's kid. Although I
are you
will
battling
take,
his cat?
although I will take a
Nice.
much lighter.
Nice. Let's take
I don't
this.
want
Let's take this deep,
not
by the
not
way, guys.
not fuck Prince Harry's kid, but I'll lessen it to
Yeah.
half fuck Harry's kid. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in England. He has nothing to do with over here.
That's not true.
Everybody
He's
cares
got
about the
American
royal
wealth,
family.
okay?
He has
That
American
baby.
wealth.
It's half American.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I'm telling you, man.
But
Conspiracy theory. I said that the first time.
here's the thing, though.
He could be
The
the president
amount-
and the king at the same time.
The amount of money she is worth.
Doesn't matter. He's an American. He's got dual citizenship.
So
Come
The
on, we're
thing
not
is-
letting her go
hey,
like that.
the thing is, though, is that
she could
her-
run to the embassy right now.
doesn't
She
matter.
were locked down.
the amount of money
Does not
she
matter.
has.
You don't understand. We're not born inside the United States. It doesn't matter.
Yes,
I don't think he could be
he
president.
can because he's considered a.
He could do both, is what I'm saying. He's heir to the throne,
You are trying to
Eventually.
convince somebody.
and
You're thinking you must be born here. to
he
be an
could
actual
be
citizen.
president. He just has to be
Doesn't say
older
you have to
than
be born here.
33.
Hey, so I'd love to
Says
put
you
all.
have to be an actual citizen.
I would love to put all of this to rest because they have already stated that he is going to be a UK citizen. So it doesn't matter what
But he's got dual
any
citizenship.
of us think because that is what is happening.
He's got dual citizenship.
Right. No,
He does not. He's going to be a UK citizenship because if you think about it, the amount of money
Oh,
she
God.
is worth and the amount of money the monarchy is worth,
Yeah.
the monarchy is significantly more. You'd probably want to go with them.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He's also a prince. Why wouldn't you want that?
That's what I'm saying. But she's
Instead of-
down the line. She's
He's
in there.
not doing both.
It
for
puts
sure.
her in. It puts him in there. Sorry.
There you go. So he
Doesn't
absolutely
put her in there, it
could not
puts
be
him in
president.
I don't know that he could be a prince if
It
we
puts
have
the
dual
baby
citizenship. And there might be
in line.
restrictions on that, potentially. So what are you a prince of?
Enough people have to go down, but it puts him on there. He's top 20? What?
I did like your.
Fuck,
He had
I
white
don't know.
privilege. He definitely has white privilege. And I
Something.
agree with that.
He's got at least one.
he was born. He was kind of born dripping with it. I mean,
He's got at
He's
least
hard to
one. That's why
avoid.
I'd take the over, but he's got at least one. He's outstandingly white. That's
Yes.
true. Like a Crest commercial.
Crest commercial.
Brilliantly white. For sure.
Just a good point.
And that's okay.
I can't
I wish
argue.
nothing for the best, because that's still a child.
Well, what you're saying is he's going
His
to burn.
childhood's
He's going to
fucking-
burn easily under the sun. Is what you're saying.
Ooh, man. Rings get too strong.
You know, it's true.
Take you too close.
You know, next time I'm going to have to start coming in with a welding mask because I'm flying too high to the sun.
Yeah.
Future is too bright.
Oh, yeah.
better wear shades.
No, a welding mask.
Oh,
I'm flying high.
real.
Yeah,
Like flying high up to the sun, you know what I'm
On the
saying?
building grass though, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, no, it's extra. I need extra protection
A lot of
from
extra.
from so high up.
He's getting closer to the sun.
You're worried about your eyes.
I'm not worried about Icarus's thing. I'm gonna fly up there. My wings aren't gonna melt because I don't use candles like a dummy.
You better put on some
I use a
sunblock, too.
wingsuit, and those are perfectly
Like a
safe.
video game.
Like a video, yeah, exactly. A drone, if you will. I don't like to call it that, but this is the Seattle Smoke Show.
Sick fresh outro.
This has been a podcast brought to you by This is a Podcast Comedy Studios.
Hey, shout out to us.
This is Seattle Smoke Show.